It does have water. You're correct.
How good did they do with this? That is the biggest mermaid I have ever seen at this. No, no, no!
They're not doing the zigzagging now.
Yeah.
It's a natural waterway, so
It could be.
yeah. I doubt there is, but
catch up.
No, we know.
Slow.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. Make sure you have the seats you like. There is no seat swapping during our journey. I recommend putting the little ones on the edges or on your laps. It's nice to get the best view. For those of you on the right hand side, please watch your hands, arms, legs, and feet. Those doors are about to slide closed. That's not face down awarded. And here on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, we like to say Twende. Twende means let's go. Jumbo, everyone. My name is Jessica. I will be your safari driver on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve today. During our journey, we ask that you keep your hands, arms, legs, and feet in the vehicle at all times and remain seated the entire journey. There's a spotting guide above your head there that'll help you identify any animals we might see today. I can't guarantee we'll see all of them, but we will definitely do our best. Keep your cameras and your phones ready. We may not be able to stop for every animal we see, but hold on to them tightly. It can be a really bumpy ride. If anything goes over the edge, I cannot stop for it. Now we're starting off here in the little Ituri forest. Animals out here use camouflage, so we gotta make sure we're looking back behind trees and bushes. See what we can find out here. It looks like there are some reddish brown antelope over here on the left-hand side. Those are called bongos. They have those white streaks going down their sides that helps them blend in with the sun rays coming from the forest canopy above. They're also sometimes called the ghosts of the forest because they're so rarely seen. So it is really exciting to see them on here. Over on the right-hand side up on top of that hill, it looks like there's a brown horse-like animal with party pants on. That is an okapi. Now that okapi might look like it's related to a zebra, but it's actually more closely related to a giraffe. They have a very similar head structure and a long prehensile tongue, just like giraffes do. Prehensile means finger-like, so that means they can wrap their tongues around branches, pull those leaves off pretty easily like a finger. Their tongues are also long enough that they can lick their own eyeballs. Kind of funny, right? Now we're gonna keep on heading toward here. We'll see what we can find. I think I see some birds up on top of the hill here on the right-hand side. And large black and white ones. Now, there's two of them there. They're sitting in a nest. Those are called saddle-billed storks. They're named after the little yellow saddle shape they have on their beaks. You can tell the difference between the male and the female saddle-billed storks by the color of their eyes. Females have yellow eyes, males have brown eyes. If you look closely, you can see there's one of each of them there. Now, those two there, male and female, they're a couple. They are building a nest together. And saddle-billed storks, they mate for life. Isn't that cute? Their wingspan can grow to be about 9 feet across. That's about the width of the canopy above your head. Over on the right side, it looks like there's another antelope over here. This one's called a greater kudu. Just like those bongos, it has those white streaks going down their sides. Greater kudu females do not have horns, the males do, so it looks like that was a female back there. We're gonna head on forward here. Not much else in the little Ituri forest, so we'll head towards the Safi River next. Now the Safi River is gonna be home to more semi-aquatic animals. So as we head on through, we gotta make sure we're looking down into the waters. We're gonna look for dark shadows and bubbles. We'll look along the shores as well, see if we can find anything hanging along the edge. Let's see. I already see some pelicans hanging out here. There they are. Now those pelicans, they are gray, but they're actually called pink-backed pelicans. They're named after pinkish feathers they have on their lower backs and wings. During mating season, their faces and their beaks turn a brighter shade of pink, which makes it look like they're blushing. So sweet. I saw some dark shadows back there, but I'm hoping we'll see a couple more over here. There they are, on the left-hand side. Looks like there's an entire group of hippopotamus out there.
Oh my god.
Now, a group of hippos like that is called a bloat. Look at them all lined up just for you. They can hold their breath for a really, really long time. You can see that one's under the water there. But they are incredibly good at swimming too, despite their size. Instead of swimming though, a lot of them actually prefer to sink all the way to the bottom of the riverbed. They'll kind of run or trot along the bottom like a horse. In fact, hippopotamus in Latin means river horse. And we're gonna head on forward here. Make sure you hang on tight as we head across this bridge here. This is known as Croc Bridge. Sometimes if we get lucky, we might spot a Nile crocodile in here. Now they can be pretty sneaky, so you really gotta look into those waters. Ooh, they are blending in really well, but there's a couple of them under the water. They are near impossible to see. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're not having it today. It's a little cool out. But it is a little bit frightening how well they blend in, because Nile crocodiles can actually grow to be about 16 feet in length. A lot of people know they are known for their impressive jaw strength, of course, but their jaws also make them some of the greatest parents in the world. That's because when their eggs get closer to hatching, they'll actually roll them around in their mouth to help assist them in the process. And then once those eggs hatch, they will carry their babies around in their mouth to keep them safe. Those baby crocs, they also take advantage, of course, and they use it as a free taxi service. It's a really nice way to get around. As we head forward here, we're going to start noticing a terrain change. We're headed into the savannah. Savannah has a lot of wide open plains very minimal tree coverage. So any animals out here should be pretty easy to see. So if you see anything that's way out in the distance, which I already do, there's a good chance we're going to get closer as we head around, so we will chat about them as we pass by them. Let's see what we can find around the corner here first. See, it looks like there's actually some Ankoli cattle there over on the right side. They're kind of hiding behind that tree, but they have those really impressive horns. Their horns look really, really heavy, but they're actually surprisingly light. They have a honeycomb-like structure inside them. And they have blood vessels running through them too to keep them cool. Those Ankoli cattle, they're also sometimes called Watusi cattle, after the tribe that first domesticated them. They're actually the only domesticated animals out here on the savannah. In many countries, they're kept as a sign of wealth, rather than for milk or meat. Let's head around here, see if we can find anything on this side. Ooh, I see something walking around back there on the left in the den. You're looking for black, brown, and white splotches. That is an African painted dog. African painted dogs are commonly mistaken for hyenas, but they're actually more closely related to your common dogs at home. They generally hunt in groups, and they actually take turns chasing after their prey, so none of them get too tired. It's very considerate of them. They're called painted dogs partially because they look like they just rolled around in paint with all those splotches, right? Let's head around here, see if there's anything over on this side. Looks like there's a couple animals up ahead there. Someone pointed out there is a giraffe over there. Now the giraffe that is out here is a Maasai giraffe. It's actually a little different than the one on your spotting guide. The one up there is a reticulated giraffe. Biggest way to tell the difference between types of giraffes is what their spots look like. So as we head closer, go ahead and take a look at their spots. You'll see the Maasai giraffe, they have a jagged structure to them. They kind of fit together like a rough jigsaw puzzle. Reticulated giraffes, like the ones on your spotting guide, have a more defined structure to their spots. How beautiful are they, right? Now giraffes, they do spend the majority of their day eating. They are very food motivated, just like me. They also only sleep about a total of 30 minutes throughout the day. Oftentimes when they sleep, they do it standing straight up and with their eyes wide open. Looks like there's a couple of zebras back there as well. There's a whole group of them. Now those zebras are the Hartman's Mountain zebras. A group like that is called a dazzle. They're called a dazzle because when they get excited or frightened, they'll actually start running around all together. You can't tell where one zebra starts and another one ends. That is called motion dazzling. A lot of people wonder whether zebras are black with white stripes or white with black stripes. It does depend on the type of zebra. If you look at the Hartman's Mountain zebras, they have black muzzles and hooves. That makes these zebras black with white stripes. A zebra that's white with black stripes is going to have a more brownish or pinkish nose. Now we're going to head on forward here. We'll see what else we can find. It looks like there's another giraffe or two out here we can get a really good view of. It looks like there is a group of them. They're kind of scattered around, but a group of giraffes is called a tower. I feel like that one's pretty self-explanatory. There it is. There's one there. There's one on top of the hill way back there. Now, a lot of the time when you see a giraffe, even if they're not actively eating anything, they might still look like they're chewing. That is called chewing their cud. Giraffes have multi-segmented stomachs, so what they'll do is they will eat something, digest it with one part of their stomach, regurgitate it, chew on it again, and then digest it with another part of their stomach. They'll do that over and over again to get all those nutrients out of their food. Delicious. Now let's head around here. There's a lot of fallen trees up here. That's usually a sign that there's been some larger animals around that may have been knocking them over. Let's see if we can find out what it was. I think I caught a glimpse of it already. But there it is. There is a beautiful African elephant over here. Oh my goodness. Look at that handsome boy. Now that African elephant there, it looks like it's traveling solo, so more than likely it is a male elephant. We're gonna hang tight here for just a second. It looks like the truck ahead of us has stopped, but it gives us an opportunity to check out this elephant and how gorgeous he is. If you look closely, actually, I want to point out, if you look at their ears, you can see tons and tons of blood vessels running through their ears. elephant ears are actually a built-in air conditioning system for them, so when it gets hot out, they'll actually flap them back and forth, kind of like butterfly wings. It cools down those blood vessels in their ears, and then it cools down their whole system. Now, sometimes when we get stopped like this, there could be a couple different reasons, but the biggest reason, especially this early in the morning, is that there might be an animal in the road somewhere up ahead. The animals on the reserve do have right of way, so if they choose to stop in the road, they can do that, or if they want to cross. Either way. We just get to hang out though, but that usually means we'll get a pretty good view as we head by later on. Is everyone mostly in the shade back there?
Yes.
Yeah? Perfect. I think we're in a pretty good spot, right? Sometimes we get stopped, we don't see anything. At least here we can see the elephant. I had mentioned that this is a male elephant. It is traveling solo, so males will generally travel solo. They do occasionally travel with another male, but it is pretty rare. The females will usually travel in groups with other females, and they'll follow a matriarch of the group. She will lead them to the best watering holes and feeding grounds. The matriarch of the group is usually the oldest elephant in the group, sometimes grandma, great-grandma, or even great-great-grandma. Over time, she will teach her oldest daughter to take over as matriarch. They pass it down through generations. Any baby or young elephants will stay with a group of females a lot of the time for the rest of their lives. Unless it's a male, and then at some point they will split off on their own to make their own herd.
What a photo right there.
All those ladies will work together to take care of any baby elephants in the group, no matter whose it is, which is really nice for Mama because there's a good chance she is exhausted. That is because female elephants are pregnant for 22 months. Yeah, almost 2 years of being pregnant, can you imagine?
No.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not an elephant, you guys. Let's see, now I saw him walking forward here. Can I see him from this side too? Is he gonna show off? Oh, look at those gorgeous tusks. What a handsome boy, right? I love watching them use their trunks too. You can see he's kind of using it to pick up food, throw off the loose pieces of hay there and stuff. Now their trunks have about 100,000 muscles in them alone. It's really impressive. They use their trunks for so many different things. They use them like hands, fingers, utensils, or nose, so they'll sniff around the ground looking for food. A lot of people think they drink water through their trunks, but that would be like if you were going to try and drink water through your nose. I don't think it would work out, but you can go ahead and try if you want. What they actually do is they suck it up into their trunk and then they pour it into their mouth, kind of like a straw. You can actually do that with a straw if you put it in some water, put your thumb over the top, lift it over your mouth, take your thumb off. That is just like what an elephant's trunk does. Now, there's many countries that are actually, unfortunately, having a hard time with the elephants. Now, they are pretty heavily endangered, and part of that is because they're trampling a lot of farmers' crops in many countries, and it doesn't really end well for either one of them. Our farmers are losing out on money, and then the elephants become further endangered. There's been a lot of research done, though. It's called the Elephants and the Bees Project is one of them that's going on out there. So they found out the elephants are actually afraid of bees, which is hilarious because the size difference is a little bit crazy. But elephants have very sensitive skin, so they're not a fan of getting stung. But what they've actually done is they set up beehives all along the farmers' crops, and that scares away those elephants, which saves the crops, saves the elephants, gives the farmers another source of income. It's kind of a win-win for everybody. We love big programs like that. Do a lot of work to help out those animals. Now we are on the move again here. See if we can find anything over on this side. There's all these beautiful trees that we're passing by here. These really big ones. These are called baobab trees. They're also known as the tree of life. You may have seen a big one of those coming in today. Now they are called the tree of life because they are incredibly important to the animals on the savanna. That's because they retain a lot of water in their trunks. They actually have a sponge-like texture. So when animals can't find a good source of water, they'll actually look for these trees instead, and they will munch on the bark of the baobab tree. That way they can get hydrated. The baobab tree, it actually remains leafless for about 9 months of the year to retain all that water. They're also sometimes called the upside down tree because they kind of look like they had their roots planted in the air by accident, especially when they're leafless for that long. Just a little bit of a delay here again. We'll get going in just a second. Let's see. There we go. I think I hear something up ahead though. Yeah, it looks like there is a group of flamingos up here. Go around these guys, get a really good view of them. Now, a group of flamingos like this is called a flamboyance. These flamingos here are the greater flamingos. They are the largest and the lightest in pink of the species. They get their pink coloring from their diets, which consist of brine shrimp and algae. Delicious. When they hatch, they're actually gray. And then over time, they turn that pink color we all know and love. I'm guessing the culprit of the stops is going to be somewhere up here ahead. Let's cross our fingers, see if we can find out what it was. Now there's a big mud pit up here. Usually there's animals hanging out around it. Now this mud pit is called a wallow. Don't see anything just yet, but animals, when it gets hot out, they'll actually look for these wallows and they will roll around in them, just like your dogs do at home. When they find a nice mud puddle, they'll do that to cool down. One of the animals that really enjoys doing that is the rhinos. They'll do that to roll around and coat their skin too, because they use it as a form of bug repellent and sunscreen. They actually have really sensitive skin as well, just like the elephants do. Ooh, I see something up ahead prowling around. There's something we call Cat Hill up there. We're going to be looking for black spots and yellow streaks. I think I see some cheetahs prowling around back there. Oh my goodness, so cool. They are really close up today. Let's see, we'll pull up here, see if we can get a better view of them. Hopefully they pass by again. But they are just prowling right now, but at their top speeds they can reach around 60 miles an hour. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Oh my goodness. Now their little black spots help them blend in really, really well. You can see it's kind of walking back there. It is blending in, but once it goes into the trees, they just about disappear. It's incredible. They rely pretty heavily on their camouflage because even though they can reach speeds of 60 miles an hour, they can only sustain those speeds for a very short period of time, usually about 200 meters or so. So what they'll do is they'll get as close as they can with their camouflage, and then they'll surprise their prey. They can reach those speeds very quickly because they actually have semi-retractable claws that kind of act like sports cleats. They grab onto the ground to reach those top speeds. They also have those beautiful tails that are surprisingly heavy. They'll use it like a rudder on a boat to help them turn very quickly. Up ahead here, there's a big rock formation. Some of you might recognize it from a pretty popular movie. Rock formation like this is called a copy. Predators like that lion sitting at the very top there. They will climb to the top of these, look out over the savannah, see if they can find any prey, or even just to rule their kingdom. Look how majestic. Oh my goodness. What a handsome boy. Now you can tell that is a male lion because it has a mane. Female lions do not. I think I see one around the corner there. Now his mane is relatively small for a male lion, but that's because this is a very young male lion. So he's still working on it. Just like as you get older, you're growing your beard out. It fills out as you get older. That's what he's doing with his mane. He's doing a great job. There's that beautiful female lion sitting on the edge there, showing off those paws. Now it is really lucky to see them awake like this because lions are actually nocturnal, just like your cats at home. They're more active at nighttime. The females actually go out at night in groups to go hunting. And you know what the males do?
Nothing.
They stay home. Ridiculous. They watch over the pride. All those queens do the hard work. If you ever do get lucky enough to hear a lion roar, you can actually hear it from about 5 miles away. It is incredible. My goodness, she is so gorgeous, isn't she? Looks like there's another female up here as well. We can see that male again, and there's a female even higher up.
Oh my
Look at her all the way up there. Oh my goodness.
She's on the rock.
Y'all are showing out.
How gorgeous are they up there, aren't they? So beautiful. But we're gonna head around here. I know some of you spotted them, but there are some rhinos up here. And then over here really quickly on the left side, there's actually a couple of warthogs hiding out back there too.
Oh, Pumbaa!
I love the warthogs.
Oh, they're back here.
Now I did hear someone back there say Pumbaa. Alright, listen up. I'm gonna get on my soapbox here. Okay, Pumbaa in Swahili means foolish.
Yeah.
Number 1, rude. Number 2, incorrect. Warthogs are some of the smartest animals in the world, you guys. They adjust their sleep schedules based on the predators around them. Isn't that so smart? I love it. Oh my goodness, what an incredible view of these rhinos here. Now these are the white rhinos. They are the larger of the two on the reserve. These do prefer to travel in groups. A group of rhinos like this is called a crash, which is really funny, especially when you learn that they have terrible eyesight. But they do make up for it with incredible hearing, so although they may not be able to see us very well, they can definitely hear everything we were saying. So I hope you said something very nice about them. Over here on the right side, we're passing by a bundle of ostrich eggs here, so the ostriches have got to be nearby somewhere. But each one of those eggs individually can weigh up to 3 pounds apiece. They're also strong enough that a full-grown adult human can stand on one, and they will not break. It is really impressive. We're going to make our way out of the reserve here slowly, but we'll head by the warden's outpost first and see if our warden is out. If not, it looks like we'll get a chance to say hi to his roommates instead. And by roommates, I actually mean the Nigerian dwarf goats. They are so cute. Oh my goodness. Now that is their full-grown size. Oftentimes they're kept as dairy goats or even pets. But just like any other animals you may be considering adopting or purchasing, make sure you do your research first. These guys need a lot of land and a lot of specialized care. You saw those goats and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to pet one so bad. Actually, I have really good news for you. At 9:30, the first train is going to head out to Rafiki's Planet Watch. They have something over there called the affection section. Go over there and you can pet goats and brush them, as well as some of the pigs that inspired Pua and Moana. I highly recommend it, even for the adults. Now we're going to head on back towards the village here, but since we have a second, I think it's pretty important that we talk about how you can help some animals out. If you can't afford to donate to a fancy conservation fund, that is a-okay. Not everyone can afford it. I know I can't. But you can do really easy things like recycling or turning off your faucet while you brush your teeth. But if you want to help out the elephants and the gorillas in particular, they are suffering from habitat loss, unfortunately, due to the mining of coltan. If you don't know what coltan is, you might actually have some in your pocket right now. It can be found in things like cell phones, cameras, tablets, and laptops. It is a 100% reusable resource. So when you're done with your devices and ready for the next generation, make sure you recycle them. We can save some animals together. We're pulling up here into the village now, so take this time to look around, gather up your personal belongings and your small children. Please don't leave either of those in my truck. If we have any wilderness explorers on board, you have been aboard the Simba 1. That can be found on pages 14 and 15 of your Wilderness Explorer guides. Now here on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, we don't like to say goodbye. We think it's just a little too final. So what we do instead is we borrow the Swahili phrase, kwaherini, which means to go well. So, kwaherini everybody. Once again, my name is Jessica. I was your safari driver. I hope you enjoyed and hope you have a wild and wonderful rest of your day out there at Animal Kingdom. Please watch your hands, arms, legs, and feet. Those doors on your right hand side are sliding open, and watch your step.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, guys. See you later. Y'all good for me? Be better. I'm sorry.
Devemos um peso.
I like them like small distance too much. No, I like the tall kid.
You both like the hippos, didn't you?
I thought something was going to happen.
And then I was like, wow.
Yeah, no, just a little bit. Because there's someone
It's on page 18, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, everybody. Do you guys see any of the gorillas? So down below we have our meerkat.
main staple of their diet is the leafy greens, but with all the ingredients on here, that's kind of like the least favorite. Like giving all the fruits, and nuts, and so she is a more dominant gorilla, so she's technically the boss of the other kids.
Yeah, so the two silverbacks are 34, they're about 2 months apart, and then the two blackbacks are 11, they're a month apart.
Well, I remember when they moved them over.
Yes, when they were 8, it's kind of like they're in silverback college. They still have about 3 to 4 more years until they get that silverback and mature fully. But they are teenager brothers, so shenanigans happen. And the weather's cooler, so... Did it fall down? Over here is 34.
But the other one, you say they're
Yeah, he's over by the waterfall. So when you cross over, look, and he's sitting back by the water.
they're both 34?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were part of the original 4 or 5 when the park opened, the bachelors, and they were about 8 or 9. Kind of full circle. You know, there's the mentors for these kids.
Coming on this side. Oh yeah, look at the one up in the tree. Oh yeah, I gotta show off.
Oh, he's in the tree.
Yeah, you see the bushes
Yeah.
moving?
Journey, remember to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Sit all the way back against the bench, and please be sure to watch your children. Asante.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Wildlife Express. Para que tengan un viaje seguro, manténganse sentados, con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Siéntense hasta atrás, pegados al respaldo de la banca. Y por favor, vigilen a los niños. Gracias.
Welcome aboard the Wildlife Express, with service to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Here, you'll discover a wide range of animal adventures, from the affection section, where you can get up close and personal with domesticated animals like goats, sheep, and more, to sneak peeks at animal care in action at our veterinary, nutrition, and science centers. Also, be sure to check out the animation experience at Conservation Station, where you can learn to draw your favorite Disney characters, inspired by live animals, from one of our animators. The tradition of animals and animation reaches all the way back to Walt Disney himself and his long-standing passion for conservation. He believed it was important that we protect our wildlife and preserve our natural world. This sense of motivation shaped his legacy, from animation to conservation, to the very adventures we offer here at Disney's Animal Kingdom each and every day. As we make our way to Rafiki's Planet Watch, keep an eye out for some of the exciting wildlife we might encounter along the way, and the highly trained specialists who care for them. From ostriches and rhinos to the mighty African elephant, the species we care for here at Disney's Animal Kingdom are some of the very same animals that inspired animated classics like The Lion King, The Jungle Book, and more. Animated feature to bring live animals into the studio. In the 1940s, Walt Disney and his animators modeled characters from the film and natural neighbors of their real-life to observe animals in their own surroundings. And that includes here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
We are now approaching Conservation Station at Rafiki's Planet Watch. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please sit all the way back against the bench and avoid leaning out toward the railing. Remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop, and please be sure to watch your children as you exit. Go well and explore.
do that, you gotta sign your artwork. Put your name on it, just in case if you do show it's too small or Rafiki. They'll know who the artist behind this masterpiece. If you do want to track your progress as an artist, it's always best to date your work to see how better you got. And that makes great art improvement too. If you do want to become a designer. So dates will be 10.
I see the scorpion. Oh, what about? Oh, yeah. Mommy finished.
Remain on the ground.
No. Maybe we can add more stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna add the tropical Americans.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to do all
They're
the...
doing the dinosaur area.
Yeah, you'll like that.
Like, they're gonna add Thanks, Frank. 5 minutes. We're just gonna go all in.
At this time, please stand on either side of the station. The big center gates will be closing soon. Once again, either side of the station.
And welcome aboard.
Oh, there you go.
You don't want to see the bats? Okay.
The train, right?
Yeah, the bats. You'll have to get off this. I know.
You gotta go to Asia, right?
Station at Rafiki's Planet Walk. Greetings, friends, and welcome aboard the Wildlife Express. For a safe journey, remember to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Sit all the way back. Greetings, friends, and welcome aboard the Wildlife Express. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Rafiki's Planet Walk. We are now beginning our return trip to the African town of Harambe. For your safety, please remain seated and keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Sit all the way back against the bench, and please be sure to watch your children.
Bienvenidos. Comenzamos ahora nuestro viaje de regreso a la aldea africana de Harambe. Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Siéntense hasta atrás, pegados al respaldo de la banca. Y por favor, vigilen a los niños. Gracias.
Welcome aboard the Wildlife Express, with service from Rafiki's Planet Watch to the village of Harambe. As you head back out into Disney's Animal Kingdom, we hope you take with you a great appreciation for the very journey that led us. You see, it was Walt Disney's passion for animals and conservation that led him to send film crews across the globe to capture dramatic footage of wildlife in remote locations. Walt Disney's True Life Adventure series touched the hearts of millions of viewers, inspiring a spirit of conservation and paving the road for the nature documentaries we see today. That same power eventually inspired the creation of Disney Nature, the latest continuation of this wildlife storytelling tradition. With the release of powerful films like African Cats, Born in China, and Penguins, Disney Nature creates a unique opportunity to connect with wildlife on an emotional level, inspiring us to preserve nature through care and understanding. And you know that each film provides an opportunity for viewers to become conservationists just by seeing the films. A portion of the first week's ticket sales for each Disney Nature release is directed through the Disney Conservation Fund to support specific conservation initiatives with nonprofit organizations around the globe. It was this rich legacy of animal storytelling that inspired inspired the idea of Disney's Animal Kingdom, a place that celebrates our deep connection with animals, the magic of nature, and wonder of exploration that comes from preserving and protecting our natural world. As you venture out into the park or make your way back wherever you call home, remember that legacy lives in you. We are now approaching the Kilimanjaro station. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please sit all the way back in the bench and avoid leaning out toward the railing. Remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop, and please be sure to watch your children as you exit. Go well, and remember, preserving the magic of nature begins with you. Asante.
For the train, straight ahead, line 14.
Have a great day, everyone. Please exit towards the front. Great day. Thank you. Exit face towards the front.
Yeah, that sounds good. There's a lot of schools. That's my favorite channel. What?
Have a good day, folks. Thanks for coming.
Train ride to Rafiki. Over there we have 32 restaurants. well, doesn't it? It looks like rock in
I
it.
have to get James to show you. I couldn't see it at all. Yeah, so did Lily.
Tigers.
Tigers.
Tiger from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, they're getting their stickers.
What do you guys like the animal? Either left or right. What do you want rainbow stickers?
Here he is. It's amazing, right?
Yeah, the road crepuscular, more active during dawn than dusk.
Yep.
Yeah, this guy here is 13 years old, weighs around 275.
Wow.
Yeah, the animals hilarious. Yeah, they're great to admire from afar.
Yes.
Fique expoente, vai ter trem para ver o compromisso, às vezes o cuidado é pegar
When they get big like that, they really don't have that many predators, I guess. The hippo is probably the meanest, you know, in the water.
Go ahead. Hi everyone, welcome. I see another one.
Yeah, look at his hair. Again, it's going to happen with this one day. He's in here. He's in your back.
Disney movie starts with Christmas and with Christmas. Oh, wait a minute, fellas.
That's my question. Why would you put a trash?
This, if you make it slower, yeah, there's a lot of mitigation.
I think, okay.
Not that person that next is
Now you take it.
Sure, parking just right here.
Right here, guys.
Good idea? He goes, oh, you're super tall. Yeah, and then Daisy and Donald are cheerleading. I guess that's the draw. I didn't even know.
That was savage.
It was savage. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, what are you plotting that? We didn't even get it.
Yeah, I know. He literally
Like got lost.
and look who came with you. I'll find her. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what the heck?
feel different. You know, they're
Everest is much cooler now.
Are you on a new?
You also need so.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Oh, we're all closed off now.
Yeah, they're getting ready.
Next week. Nice, okay.
It's okay.
travelers. In moments, the sky will come alive with color as a variety of vibrant macaws join together, creating winged encounters. We encourage you to gather around our avian specialists at the base of the Tree of Life for a unique journey of discovery, one that you can't see anywhere else except in the wild. Welcome to Winged Encounters.
Hey, what's up, Discovery Island? If you look towards the Tree of Life, you'll see us over here. This is Winged Encounters, and we are just getting started. The stars of the show have just joined us out here, so all we need is you. You guys can move on in. All of this open space right here, those are the best seats in the house. So slide on all the way up to the roof of the Tree of Life. Those perches are not barriers. In fact, it's just a way for us to get a little bit closer to all of you. My name is Caitlin, I'm joined by Brad and Taylor, and then out in the crowd with all of you, we have Melissa and Natalie. And then the two stars of our show, can anyone tell me, you can just shout it out, what kind of birds are these? Yeah, I have lots of different answers. We have macaws out here. They are a type of parrot, and these are two blue-throated macaws specifically. Their names are Sammy Joe and Cletus. And this is a really special species that you're getting to see up close. They are critically endangered, one of the rarest found out in wild places. So definitely snap their photo as they fly around. Now these two birds just joined us from a half a mile away. I'm sure you noticed they're getting lots of good treats out here. And that is because we use positive reinforcement when we train our birds. It just simply means that if they do something that we like, they get something that they like in return. The best part about positive reinforcement is that these birds can do anything. If they decided not to join us, which is actually why we're starting fashionably late, they don't have to. They can stay back at their aviary, sit in a tree, even leave the park if they want to. Now, we know these two birds are very beautiful. We love working with them every single day, but we also love going home without them at the end of our workday. And that's because parrots just like this can make some of the most challenging pets out there. The number one complaint that we hear is their loud voices. You hear them squawking a little bit here and there. It's a fraction of how loud they can get. They also have very large destructive beaks. They're messy in the way you're all thinking as well, and they can live a really long time too. Decades is not unheard of for them. So they are a lifelong commitment, and that's why we always recommend coming to places like Disney's Animal Kingdom to get your parrot fix by keeping your homes parrot-free. Now, if you are just joining us or just walking by, this is Winged Encounters. Our favorite part hasn't even happened yet, so definitely stick around and keep those phones and cameras out as well. Now, I mentioned that the blue-throated macaw here is a critically endangered species, and their numbers are declining out in the wild due to things like the illegal pet trade, despite making such challenging pets, and deforestation is also leading to their habitat loss. Now, the blue-throated macaw, they are only found in the country of Bolivia, where there's actually fewer than 400 individuals left. That's it. That's a scary low number, but it's not all bad news. You can see skies that look just like this. Now that is a beautiful sight, and it is definitely one worth protecting out in wild places. We have a lot of birds. Thank you all. Thank you. We have a lot of birds joining us here at the roots of the Tree of Life, and I do want to introduce you to a few of our special species out here. This is Big Luna hanging out with Brad. That is Nimbus. That is a hyacinth macaw. That's actually the largest flighted parrot species in the world right there. Thank you, Brad. And we also have Delilah, a red-fronted macaw, another critically endangered species of fewer than 600. Now, as quickly as these birds came in, they are ready to head on out of here. So get those phones and cameras up, and we're going to let these birds take flight. All right, it looks like most of our birds are out of here, but we're going to have Nimbus. There we go. And Nimbus hanging out here. And Venus, sorry. And we're going to be here as long as they are. So